I will now call the mother. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record?
Andrea Polly.
And ma'am, what's the name of the child in this case?
Zion Cates.
And he lives with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And ma'am, we have a partial agreement, is that correct?
Yes.
And we have some issues that the judge we need his help on. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm talking about the agreements that I just read. Did you hear those?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are those still your agreements?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna get into the contested issues, okay?
Okay.
Um, Regarding the geographic restriction, is it your wish that you don't want any restriction on your child's address?
Correct.
Okay, and you live in Dallas County, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
To your knowledge, and I'll ask him in a little bit, does the father live in Dallas County?
No.
Okay, what county to your knowledge does he live in?
Potter County.
Where's that?
Amarillo, Texas.
Okay. Um, Ma'am, would you be in agreement to a geographic restriction to Dallas and Amarillo counties?
No.
Okay. Do you have plans in another city?
No, I don't.
Okay. Ma'am, are you asking for retroactive support?
I am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we calculated for 12 months, the state did, at $1,788 to be repaid at $40. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
This courtroom drama begins with Andrea Polly and Richard Cates, two parents at odds over their one-year-old son. What starts as a simple child support hearing quickly unravels into a heated debate about retroactive payments, geographic restrictions, family violence, and trust. Andrea claims Richard abandoned their child and even ignored him during visits with his own family.
Whenever I was with my maternity leave, I was in Amarillo with my parents, and he lives here. So
Ma'am,
trying to
if you
so
can just
so
answer my question, please.
he is blocked, yes.
Okay. So just to clarify, how long has he been blocked for?
Around his birthday last year, August,
Okay.
middle of August.
Okay. Um, and then we may get into the reasons in a little bit,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
How was he supposed to get you financial support if he was blocked?
His family.
Okay. Ma'am, was there a protective order in the past
Yes, there were two.
against the father?
Yep. 2019, 2021, I believe.
Okay. Have those protective orders since expired?
Yes. Expired 2023.
Okay. And when was the last time that you physically saw the father?
It was around August last year, 2017, right before I blocked.
So what was the year that you saw him?
2024, sorry.
Okay.
In August.
Okay. So since the expiration of the protective order, specifically the last 2 years, have there been any family violence incidents?
No.
Andrea's testimony sets the stage. She insists on retroactive child support, pointing out that Richard provided nothing for their son's first year. But when asked why she blocked him, Andrea admits it was because of broken promises, missed visits, and his refusal to acknowledge the baby.
Okay. Has he done that before?
No.
Okay. And are you willing to use the app close to communicate with the father?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am, this is your opportunity to tell the judge anything that you think he should know that I haven't asked you. So is there anything else you would like to add?
Is this where I could go into the reasons?
Yes.
So just that the reason why he was blocked is because whenever I was here for maternity leave after I had our baby, we made efforts to try to get him to see our baby. And whenever we would have like a time and place set, and it would be like at his family's, and it would come to like an hour or two before we're supposed to meet. And like he either goes ghost, like where I don't hear from him till late at night, or he'll just drop a bomb on me like he can't see our baby. And so after me trying to do that a few times being here during my maternity leave, trying to make it easy for him, that's the reason why I came back to Amarillo to be with my parents, and so he could try to have access to our son since he lives here. He didn't even take the opportunity to even see his baby ever since he's seen him in the hospital. And there was an instance at his family's that whenever we were there visiting his side of the family, he didn't even acknowledge, he came in surprisingly and didn't even acknowledge his son. And so that's what really made me upset, that you can't even acknowledge your own son. We're here at your family's. You don't have to talk to me, that's fine. But he didn't even come up and look at our baby or nothing. And that was his.
The revelation of 2 protective orders against Richard changes the tone entirely. These weren't minor disagreements. Courts don't hand out protective orders without serious cause. Andrea stresses she wants her address kept secret, fearing Richard might show up uninvited. Interestingly, she admits he's never actually come to her house, but past violence often leaves lingering fear.
You want to respond to. But first, let's talk about the strides that we made. We reached some agreements. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And those agreements that I announced to the judge, are those portions still your agreements?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's switch gears and move on to the contested issues. Sir, did you hear the mother's request for retroactive support?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you in agreement that retroactive support should be ordered?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and tell Judge Aguilar why retroactive should not be ordered.
Because during the time with him being born and now, I haven't been able to reach the mother, and it's like just no communication. This is what the communication has come to between the courts. And I agree to pay every month, but I don't agree to pay the back pay.
Okay. Sir, is it true that you live in Amarillo, Texas?
No, ma'am. I'm back and forth because I have 2 other kids here.
Okay, so do you work, what city do you work in?
I work here when I come. I cut trees or, I clean
Where's here,
buildings.
sir? Where's
Oh,
here?
here in Amarillo.
Okay, so you right now and you're logged in from Amarillo, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just double checking. And did you
When Richard takes the stand, his tone is defensive. He flatly rejects retroactive support, arguing he couldn't reach Andrea and was unfairly blocked. But here's the twist. The judge reminds him that being blocked didn't erase his financial duty. Children don't stop needing food, clothes, and diapers just because parents aren't communicating. Richard also admits he just finished probation for family violence 5 months ago.
Oh, no, man. Yes, ma'am, I do. I don't want her to be able to just up and leave with him.
Okay. And sir, we'll talk about the non-disclosure now. So you're okay with not having her address, is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
But are you requesting to have her phone number?
Not necessarily. I just, if I wanted to go both ways, if mine could be the same way.
Okay, so whatever the judge orders for her, you want it to be the same for you regarding non-disclosure. Is that what your testimony is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir, are you willing to communicate through app close?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and what's the reason?
I just don't want to do that. I can communicate with my sister or my mom like had already planned with the visitation part.
And you understand that app close would be a app on the phone that you would communicate with the mother on, not your other family members. Do you
Yes,
understand
ma'am.
that?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
But you still don't want to use it, is that correct?
No, ma'am. I don't want to
Okay,
use it.
understood. All right, let's talk about family violence. There was a protective order in the past, is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but it's expired, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are
One of the biggest contested issues was whether Andrea could move freely with the child. Richard wanted the child restricted to Dallas County. Andrea opposed, and the judge sided with her. Why? Because Richard himself admitted he bounces back and forth between Dallas and Amarillo. The judge's reasoning was sharp. If Richard can move as he pleases, Andrea deserves the same right.
to family violence with a mother since?
Oh no, I never had an incident with family violence with her. It was just protective order.
Okay, was it a criminal protective order or a civil protective order?
Civil.
Thank you. Sir, this is your opportunity. If there's anything else that the judge should know, is there anything you would like to add?
Um, no, ma'am. Just besides the fact that I did reach out to her and we did set up times to meet in Amarillo when she was on her maternity leave. But it's like her parents don't like me, so I couldn't go over there and see my child. She wanted to come, to it was always my family house, and I just felt some type of way about that. And also the reason because I was blocked is because I went on a trip with my little girl, and after I got back from the trip is when I was blocked. We went on just a little vacation trip, and that's what made her block me. Not my opinion.
Thank you. I pass this witness.
All right, the parts you agreed to at the beginning, those are all fine with me, and they'll be part of the court order. If y'all don't both live in the Dallas area, there's no need for a geographic restriction. Miss Polly can move just like you can, Mr. Cates. You're moving freely between here and Amarillo or anywhere you want to go, and so she should have that same right to move. If y'all both permanently lived here in Dallas, then that would be a different story. But if you're moving here and there often,
Perhaps the most telling moment came when Richard flat out refused to use the AppClose co-parenting app. His solution? Have his sister or mother communicate for him. But the judge wasn't having it. Court-ordered apps exist for one reason: to keep parents accountable, civil, and child-focused. By rejecting it, Richard showed resistance to even basic co-parenting structures.
why we have some of the issues that y'all have today, that y'all don't communicate well with each other, that y'all cannot figure out how to make this work. And I understand that. That makes sense. Um, so I'm granting Miss Polly's request for non-disclosure of her address. She does not have to let you know, Mr. Cates, where she lives. She does need, of course, participate with the visitation if you're going to do that. So she does need to meet at the exchange location. The protective order was against you, Mr. Cates, not against Miss Polly. So I can't grant you a non-disclosure for you. You're not she is not a danger to you. You're a danger to her. So that's why she's getting a non-disclosure request granted. Y'all need to keep other people out of your business, although I know we need some help since we've had family violence. So those visitations with the help, that sounds great. That makes sense. But y'all too need to communicate as parents, not through other people. You cannot involve other people in your business. And sometimes things get lost in translation or the way things are said. So you need to be able to talk to each other directly. Obviously, y'all have had family violence issues, so that tells me y'all cannot communicate very well together. But y'all have to be able to communicate directly, not indirectly through other people. So I'm adding that you all are ordered to communicate through the App Close app, the free app where you can talk to each other or text each other through there. And then if you need to, if there's any language that's needs to be used against someone in court.
The judge's final rulings were firm but fair. No geographic restriction. Retroactive child support granted. Mother's address protected. Father ordered to use the app. What stands out is how the judge balanced safety with accountability. Andrea's fear of Richard wasn't dismissed. It was validated by the protective order history. At the same time, Richard was reminded that financial responsibility doesn't vanish, even when communication breaks down.
I can't punish her because you committed family violence on her and say that you shouldn't owe any back child support. Our number's not very big, so that's good. I'm glad we're not entering a large judgment, but you owe support from when the child was born, not from today. So retroactive support judgment granted in the amount of $1,788 payable at $40 a month until paid in full. All right, the Attorney General's office will draft an order with all that in there and email y'all a copy of the order. Make sure y'all read it. If you have any questions, you should first read the order. That'll probably answer your question. Make sure the Attorney General's office knows where you're employed so they can take this money out of your check and so that your payments are consistent, so that your child can have some money, some assistance from their father. Anytime you get a raise, we need to probably increase it. 239 is not very much, but that's what it is based on your income as of today. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.